Hi everybody, welcome back to Octavia's Insight. It's been some time since I've done one of these recordings. I'm going to focus on Libra. This is your birthday read, if you will. There are, not will be, but there are 12 cards representing each month, starting from October and ending in September. And so what I will do is give you a little bit of insight, a little sneak preview as to what this year, your birthday year, Libra, may look like. Things you need to pay attention to, any challenges, any advice that there may be for you. And let's just move right along. These have been pre-shuffled and obviously set out so we can jump right into the reading. First, let's start off with the overall energy, and that is in the bottom of the deck for this birthday year, Libra. You're looking at the Ten of Pentacles. And what's really good about that card, it speaks a lot about focus in the home and family, but also focusing on your ancestors, focus on your wealth. This could be material wealth, but it can also be spiritual wealth, because for me, the Ten of Pentacles has a lot of assistance from your wealth that comes from the assistance of those who have that are in your bloodline that have passed, and that they oversee your mundane task, going to work, taking care of kids, taking care of a home, taking care of your relationships, all those things. So that's kind of the overall energy for the year, would be focusing on that, focusing on everything home based, everything family based, focusing on your children, and also potentially growing your wealth, growing your wealth in relationship with others. Okay. Now let's talk about the look of your cards in general. It looks pretty positive, a lot of positivity for this upcoming year for you, Libra. And this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And some things that you kind of have to watch out for. So starting for October 6th, we have the Six of Pentacles. A lot of times we put out more than what we receive. So let's try to be more available to receive the rewards that someone may want to offer you. Sometimes we may be a little too shy about receiving charitable help from others that don't want anything from us. They just see that there's a need, and therefore they want to take care of those needs. So be open to that. If there's someone in your life or someone comes into your life that wants to take care of you. It also says that make sure that you're not giving more than you're receiving, to keep a balance between giving to others and receiving. There is a possibility here that you may feel kind of lucky and want to try your hand at gambling. Make sure that you're doing so in a very responsible way, and have that extra bit of money that you don't care if you never receive again. I want to say also that you may want to start giving away for the month of October, your own material things, your own clothes, your own things that you've just acquired through the years that you're no longer needing. So you may want to give it to a charitable organization, to a Goodwill. So really, again, because of the shadow of the card of the Ten of Pentacles, this would be a kind of a good month to clean house, to clean your closet, and to give to those who are in need. Following the Six of Pentacles, the Devil card, and this is for the month of November. Now, the Devil card does have a tendency to talk about codependency or some addiction that you may have. This is, maybe being a workaholic, drug addiction, sex addiction, anything that kind of has you pulled away from your higher self, from being on a higher plane. So there's so many, you might be focused in November on obtaining a lot of material things that you want to make sure, again, like the Six of Pentacles, that you're keeping balance with that. Also, make sure that if you're in a relationship, that there is a healthy separation, like you have your own thing going and they have theirs, and try to keep a very even if you're in a relationship, still try to keep your own independence, if you will. Do the things that you enjoy, and don't feel like you're chained to someone, and therefore, if they don't want to do something that you like, or vice versa, that you feel obligated. You are your own person. The other thing about November, it does talk about potentially talking about separating or divorcing yourself from a relationship. And this could be a work relationship, a personal relationship, even within the family, that you're sort of separating yourself from toxic relationships. And so November, you might be looking into that. And also November is the time where we gather with family, and you may feel obligated to go to a family member's home where the relationship with everyone or someone in particular may be toxic and therefore not healthy for you. Learn how to say no. Again, you're your own person. You can graciously deny an invitation that you are expected to be in. So for me, the Devil card would say, you have your power, feel empowered to say no if you believe you're going to be in the midst of toxic people. In addition, with the Devil card, it says make sure that you're not working too much. You're focused all on material things. Learn how to enjoy the fruits of your labor by not constantly laboring, if that makes sense. Okay, so for December looks interesting. You may be doing some changes around the home. Again, remember your shadow card is the Ten of Pentacles. So you may feel like I need to change my furniture or paint or do some remodeling. And December kind of looks like where you're really putting the plan together. Not necessarily doing it at that time, but it might be a good time where you're saying, I'm putting aside specifically for this home. It's also potential that you are building a new home or building a relationship, and you guys are kind of looking at how you're combining your possessions. And you may kind of look to a third party for assistance in helping you design what it is you both have. So it kind of comes together and melds together really, really well. If you're thinking about, well, let's say in December, you're taking a break from work and you're thinking about maybe going into business or investing in a business with someone, it does say go to an expert to review your business plan. So December is a good time for that. Moving on to January, you have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands usually comes in with a lot of passion or a lot of energy to take care of business, and is coming really with the intention of completing what they're going towards. So if you have made plans, the previous month, the Knight of Wands says in January, go for it. Like, go ahead, move forward, because you have the green light to move forward. The Knight of Wands also says that you may be reflecting on the past employer or employment, and you're trying to rush. The way I'm seeing it is rush away from it, because I'm seeing it going towards the past. So maybe you're trying to get away from it so that way you can take care of a project, a new idea. It's whatever that's really setting you on fire, that's really giving you the passion to move forward. You're going to try to not cut away, but kind of move away from that, but you're looking at the best timing for it. I'm going to say probably the summertime will be best for you to cut away from past obligations as you go into a new one. Because in February, I'm seeing that you are celebrating something that you've put into place back in October. So it looks like in February, things are really forming well. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're bringing together your small group of people, your tribe, your people that you trust, and the few people that know what your plans are. And you're coming together, sharing the good news, and saying, hey, remember back in October when I said this was going to happen? Well, it looks like it's finally happening. And again, this could be based on your home. Maybe you purchase a new home. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're getting engaged, or moving in with your fiance. This February looks like this is a good time to collaborate with those intimate small group of friendship that you have with others, coming together and celebrating the good news, because it looks by then it's official. It's a really, really gonna happen. Whereas before, you're sort of kind of planning it, giving ideas back and forth, but still not 100% sure how it's going to happen. But in 2022, you kind of see how and where you're going, and that's a really nice card to have. Just to let you know, there can be clarification to these cards, but this is a really short birthday read, and so I'm just going to read the one card for the month. Now in March, we might be feeling a little bit emotionally overwhelmed with everything that has occurred in the last 4 or 5 months. And so we're kind of reflecting on that, and maybe there's something happening in March that's really making you question whether or not you did the right move. Trust in the initial intuitive idea that you have. You have to trust it. It's getting ready to give birth. is getting ready to come out to the world. I know you kind of want to keep it to yourself and feel that, you know, there's something brewing that's causing you, and it could be intuitive, you feeling like something's just not right. For females, if there's a new baby, pregnancy, something, you want to take care of your reproductive systems, or at least try to make an appointment to take care of your reproductive system. If male, you may want to reach out to your mother. She may be a mom who might be overly emotional, and you're trying to kind of, you know, stay away from her a little bit. Reach out if you can, even if you're in a situation that you don't really want to let her know about, but you kind of fear that she'll pick up that you're not doing so well. It's your mom. Let her in on a few things. She may be able to help you, or at least give you the emotional and spiritual support that you may want and need for the month of March. Now, in April, keeping in mind the general vibe, your shadow card of the Ten of Pentacles, that's the first thing I'm going to click on because of the shadow card. You want to be and watch out for pipes, issues with your homes where water's concerned. You know, like your toilets, your plumbing system. You want to look out after your roof. There may be something going on in terms of, in April, you know, maybe a lot of rain or heavy rain, that you'll notice that it may be a little too late for you to notice that there's an issue with running water. And this is going to cause you kind of mental anguish, actually. The other thing with the Three of Swords, it has sometimes to do that you may be feeling betrayed. And again, it could be something that you're thinking of from the previous month a little too deeply. And in April, it's like your perception or whatever comes your way is now, like, the deal is that you feel betrayed, or there's something you find out or learn through a third party or about a third party. So in April, here's where you get a little bit, you know, imbalanced. But most important with the Three of Swords is that you learn how to communicate any concerns you have without being overly emotional. Okay. In May, there may be something that you finally get, your wishes. Again, it could be something that was sent out maybe 9 months prior to, let me see. Yeah, it could potentially be in October. September, October timeframe, that you've been working on a certain, even trying to manifest something or trying to create, or even a project at work. Finally, in May, you find you have this feeling of completion, a feeling of, you know, I did it, and finally I've gotten what I've wished for, and I'm feeling very quite satisfied. So May looks like a really satisfied day. You feel very accomplished, almost as if you have, like, you're going on to the next chapter, because the chapter you were on 9-10 months previously is finally coming to a close. That's really a beautiful card. Because in June, Judgment here is like you finally feel like you're doing what you're meant to do, what you were destined to do. You feel like you're following your calling in this life. And in June, I think that you're going to be able to. It's like the previous months were all about work, and then finally it feels like I am going to focus totally on my spiritual growth. And there's something that you're going to be called to do that is going to help so many people on a different, and it could be again that you're volunteering or you decide to do some mission work. But it is going to help a lot of people come out of the darkness. And it could be very spiritually uplifting for you. I think that's a gorgeous month to focus on what it is that I'm destined to do. What is it that I can do to help the community at large, to help the world? What bit of talents can I offer to the world? Lovely, lovely card. Also, in June, judgment could be that you may have uh, like a contract that is completed, something that you've been working on again, that finally it comes together and the final decision has been made. Could be a contract, a document, some kind of legality thing can come from judgment as well. Even if it's purchasing a home, maybe you finally found the home of your dreams, and there was some issues with the plumbing and piping, but it gets fixed, and finally you're able to sign off and move forward. Okay, so that was May, June. Moving on to July. July looks like a good time where you would want to either take a trip or visit someone in like I want to say things like Puerto Rico, like the islands, or yeah, like someplace where you have to cross water, maybe even take a cruise. But in either case, it kind of feels like you're going to visit home, or you're going to your homeland. And July looks like that either you're planning it at that month, or you're actually towards the end of the month actually plan the trip. And it looks like it's the right time to do it. So if you're planning any trips, I would say July would be great to go and take a not a day trip, but a really long week, at least a week away from your home, so that way you can kind of renew yourself. I like that too. Also, it says if you're not, let's say you don't want to take a trip, or you can't take a trip because of whatever's going on with the travels, make home, like you can make a vacation from your home where you're, because again, remember the 10 of Pentacles, your shadow card. You may be bringing something in that's going to make you feel like you're on vacation. So let's say, for example, you bring in, I don't know, it could also be like you start an aquarium of some sort, or some kind of water feature that you add to your home that makes you think of home, or something that makes you reminisce, and it really touches you not only emotionally but spiritually. All right, and now let's see, that was July. August. August looks great. I mean, if you did any work at home, August would be the month where it kind of ties in and you're ready to show it off. Even for your birthday or birthday month, you may want to get your home ready for a big celebration. Or you may be visiting someone that by August, there could be some sort of a marriage, a wedding, a christening, a birth of a child that you're going to go and enjoy and celebrate great news with family or friends. And I think that's going to be a lovely and happy month um, to move forward. I see that both in terms of your new home, but also, or even if you remodeled your home, but also going to other people's home to celebrate a big major event, and that's in August. And last but not least, September, you're going to reflect on the previous months. You're going to see how far you've come along. You're going to see how you've grown. You're going to be thinking about new, okay, what's next? What am I going to do next? Because I've accomplished so much in my last year that I'm ready to do something new, exciting, and interesting. This could also be you thinking of even like changing how you look, the clothes you wear. Um, yeah, there could be, you could be thinking of doing like a makeover of yourself. And I also see that make sure that you're not blinded by misinformation. Make sure that if you're doing something, I don't know, like you're going to do some enhancement with your face or your chest, that you research it very well and don't make any errors. Listen or take the advice or referrals from others if you move towards doing some sort of like surgery to enhance a feature of yours. Well, that's all I have for you now, Libra. This is for your birthday year. And I hope it resonates. It's here for you to go back and look at each month. And I'm here to answer any questions if you have any. Hopefully it resonates. Please do let me know if you can per month how it works for you. And also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do join me for Tuesday nights readings at the clubhouse, and that's Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Until then, bye for now. Take care.